Hey guys, what's up?
Good evening. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to All Elite Women and Friends. My name is Cactus Caitie. Our co-host tonight is going to be Sheriff. Thank you. There we go. And our wonderful guest is no other than EC, the executive consultant. Welcome.
Oh, this is going to be great.
You're making
it's going to be great. You know,
definitely our and friends consist of, yeah.
And you know what? That's good because I am the best friend. You know, I was like, yes. I thought I had to sit in for somebody. You know, she hit me up back in January of 2022 and said, "Hey, I'm not going to make this particular episode." I said, "You know what? Got you. I'm gonna step in, give everybody else a night off." Maddog Kelly be so willing to everything. He's like a homeless person at a sweatshop. He's like, I'll take that. He's like, let me get it. I said, no, take the night off, man. Do your segment. Take the night off. I'll join the two lovely ladies. That's what I'm doing. Then I watched AEW Dynamite and I said, oh. She said, I can make it. I said, no, somebody's paying for this shit, right? My time is valuable. And somebody got to pay for me watching this shit. So I'm here.
Well, thank you Jeffrey. For that. Thank you so much. Jeffrey!
What up?
Well, you know what, guys? We're going to, even though there was not that many cards posted.
Hold on, I heard you say that.
It was a full night.
Because somebody told me, yeah, right? So right, because Sheriff wasn't here last week. So you're right.
I was planning.
Let me tell you what Sheriff done. She ain't show up for work. She ain't return my phone call. She ain't return my text. Like she getting talked to after this episode. She don't even know it yet. I
listen. This is all going in the HR report. Listen, bro, life.
That's happens. Fine. He's probably not even watching. So let's go ahead. That's fine. Do you see American Dream Real Estate? That's right. I wanted to play it so badly. Rum and Red Bull. Go ahead. Take control of your show.
That's all right. Cool well, you know what? The Death Riders open the show and close the show tonight. Am I really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you definitely are on a good 7-second delay there. Yep.
Oh, wow. You are on a delay. That's interesting.
Yeah. She's on a 7-second delay.
All right. Well, why don't you guys jump on?
So this is funny because the AEW production obviously is taking it over Katie's StreamYard, and that's what's. Oh, I'm sorry, Sheriff. Caitie, you need to reset your shit and then come back. Go.
Do we want to
Sounds good.
Thank you, Matt. Step in here real quick. Me, you, and Sheriff got this AEW Woman and Friends. Woman and Friends. Get your ass in here, man.
Woman. Hey.
Here we go.
Wait. Hit him with the hey guys. What's up?
Hi guys. What's up?
There we go.
That's right. Our resident Mick Foley in town. Okay. So, what do we got going on? Okay. Sheriff, you gotta lead now.
Okay. Well, we started off the show with a tornado tag team match. For those who don't know, it's when you don't have to tag in and out. So basically a regular tag team match if it's AEW. Anyways, John Moxley was teaming with Marina Shafir. John Moxley was teaming with Marina Shafir, and then Swerve Strickland was teaming with our girl, Willow Nightingale. Put some respect on Willow.
How'd you kick me out?
How could you? Never. Hey. Willow never gets no kind of flush. That's no.
Who said I gave the Willow the flush? Right?
And she's part of the segment. She's in the bathroom and you used it. So hold
on. Sheriff, let me ask you a question. So Willow Nightingale came out. I saw when she came out, and then they put her record at the bottom. Can you tell me what her record was?
These nuts. Anyways, so
right, because you're nuts. Anyways, and she sucks. Right, 60 wins, 41 losses. And you talk about put some respect. Why am I putting respect on Willow Nightingale's name? Well, they don't put respect on Willow Nightingale's name, right? She goes out there. Let's not talk about what happened during the match. I can't stand when y'all sit here and tell me every clothesline. Let's go ahead and talk about the nitty gritty. Let's talk about the nitty gritty.
Question mark, Willow.
Marina Shafir took a kick to the head. No, we're not going to do it.
Yeah, this is all
Willow Nightingale. I'm sorry, not Willow Nightingale. Marina Shafir took a kick in the head. That alone takes my toilet away. I was so happy to see her kick in the head. Why? Because she's boring as fuck, right? I'm not even going to give you the AF. Boring as fuck. That is what Marina Shafir is. She comes out there, like, oh my God, I got to watch the Marina Shafir match. Not Moxley, not Dean Ambrose, not who they
You're the only person in the world still saying Dean Ambrose.
Swerve Strickland, Isaiah Strickland. Nobody can save Willow Nightingale. Nobody can save this match for Marina Shafir. She bored it up to me. Right? The best thing I've ever seen.
This was a great match. This was a fun match. I don't know what
it was a fun match before Marina actually opened her eyes and got in the ring. So then she gets kicked in the head. I'm like, thank you, Tony. You did something right. Moxley or Dean Ambrose walks into the ring after the match is over because Willow picks up the victory. And I'm like, this man's about to do something crazy. What does he do? He walks around drunk. Shout out to Big Daddy Cool Steve, right? He's all I could think about, pause, when this was happening. Dean Ambrose walks to the ring and goes, and then came like, Willow, you can't see this motherfucker behind you? Like, seriously, she couldn't see him behind her?
You say that like she could have did anything anyway. What is Willow doing with John Moxley?
Willow can handle John Moxley. I've seen him fight.
Have you seen Willow fight?
Well, apparently she's lost 40 some times, so you might have a point there.
Okay.
I don't know. She's lost 41 times. Oh my God. Let me see this. Willow hate. I don't hate Willow. I'm actually a fan of Willow.
Yes, Willow is crazy.
I'm a fan of Willow Nightingale. Calm down. Sheriff is on one tonight. Jack, I agree. Marina is boring. See, John Monkey and his Paradise ship. Actually, he did.
Listen,
she talks about.
If you don't like Marina Shafir, this was probably the most entertaining part of the show because you got to see her get
I just said
no.
Exactly.
So she says I'm the only one that still calls John Moxley. I'm the only one that still calls John Moxley Dean Ambrose, right?
Yes,
okay, fine.
No, I call Dean Ambrose too. I'll admit
that.
Dean Ambrose. Legit, I haven't heard that name in years from someone.
Let me ask you a question. Are you ready? Here it goes. Here's the question. What did John Moxley hit Willow Nightingale with tonight?
Paradigm shift.
No, it was not. That was Dirty Deeds.
Dirty Deeds. That was Dirty Deeds.
That was.
I was dirty.
Look it up. That was dirty.
It was.
Only the dirty deed is a dirty deed. The shit is a paradigm shift. Why are you dead naming Moxley and why are you dead naming his finisher?
Because that was his finisher. I mean, even I know that shit. I mean,
Keyword was. Why are we living in the past?
I mean, look, I'm wearing a John Moxley shirt. I'm all for the guy.
Exactly,
but,
not a Dean Ambrose shirt. Dude, where's your Dean Ambrose shirt? It has dust.
You still have not explained to me why he did a Dirty Deeds to Will Nightingale. Because I'm going to tell you why he did.
Because
I don't think John Moxley was strong enough to pick up. I don't think John Moxley was strong enough to pick up Willow Nightingale.
Yep, 100%.
I don't think he was.
Yep.
What?
Down below, he's right.
I don't think he was strong enough to pick up Willow Nightingale. Willow Nightingale is not a small woman. It was Dirty Deeds in WWE.
John Moxley has picked up heavier folks. What are we talking about?
What heavy folks did he pick up like that, like he normally does for a paradigm?
Lance Archer.
Oh,
he ain't done that to Lance Archer. Lance Archer jumped on. Lance Archer.
Okay, well, it's about how you sell it, right? But still, he can do it to Willow Nightingale. He wouldn't have issues with that.
Why do you defend everything that the AEW does? Why don't you call them out on their bullshit? Why don't you? Let's call them out on their bullshit. Marina Shafir is boring as hell. Do we all agree with that?
Let's say the real truth. You guys want to say arguments that don't make sense.
No, look,
you guys want to be haters, and then when I don't go along with it, you want to be upset.
Marina Shafir is boring as fuck.
What does that have to do with you saying that he couldn't pick up Willow? That's clearly not what happened.
It's true.
He was afraid. He was afraid that he picked up Willow Nightingale.
What are we talking about?
Okay, there was a spot. There was a spot right where Willow Nightingale had a power bomb. She had a power bomb Marina Shafir onto Jon Moxley and Swerve Strickland, right? Because Swerve Strickland had him like a whatever you call that move.
I know.
What do you call it? The cripple crossface cripple, yes. Right? Now, besides the fact that it took 20 minutes for Willow Nightingale to powerbomb this woman onto, let me say, Willow Nightingale wouldn't be my partner because I would have been tapped out. I mean, that woman took forever. She did. She took forever to powerbomb Marina Shafir's small ass onto Jon Moxley. Well, Jon Moxley. Did you see it?
Well, that's why you're not Swerve
Strickland. Jon Moxley, right? Jon Moxley was in it. Jon Moxley was like this. All right, come on, help me. Are you gonna do something? Willow's still looking over, like, I don't know if it's my time yet. Motherfucker's about to tap.
Man up and win. No, Swerve was never gonna tap. See, that's why you're not Swerve.
What? It wasn't Swerve. Swerve had Moxley.
That's why you're not Moxley, and you want to talk shit.
No, I'm Ambrose.
Whatever.
What is happening?
Marina, you know what? You're probably right, Jeff. Marina's not used to actually being in front of people. So
I agree with that. Yes. Jon she's not in front of being the camera. She just stands
Cactus
there.
Caitie, are you backstage? Are you back to normal, or are you still in Las Vegas? No. Are you? Oh shit! So Cactus Caitie is planning to go to AEW Fall In July, and she already traveled to Texas, so she's on a time delay. That's all that happens. Sheriff, what happened? Come on, take control of your show. What else happened on AEW Dynamite?
Is it my show?
Yes, it is. You're on the preview. I'm not.
Okay. Well, actually, I didn't take notes. I think it was the. I'm trying to remember.
Oh my God.
Willow did push Dean Ambrose. Willow did push Jon Moxley into the table, and the camera didn't pick it up. So John must have known the camera didn't pick up because he no-sold it. So I mean, it's whatever. Katie's internet got hit by Trump terrorists. Come on, man.
So they revealed the. I don't think we have a graphic for this, but they revealed the Owen Hart Foundation tournament bracket.
Can I talk about that? Go ahead, say what you have to say. I'm gonna look it up.
Oh God,
I was gonna say maybe we could put the graphic on the screen, but so it's gonna start at Dynasty, which is on April 6th. So we didn't we didn't get the bracket up yet. I want to see the matchups, but
do we have it? I don't even know if we.
I was like, while I was saying that, I was like actively trying to like look it up.
There it is. Okay.
I got the order too. That came after this match. Okay. So there's a men's and women's side, by the way. Okay, so I'm looking at the men's right now.
Oh, tell me your short list of who you think is going to win.
So we have Will Ospreay versus Kevin Knight. We have Brody King versus Takeshita. We have Mark Briscoe versus Kyle Fletcher. And then we have Hangman versus a wild card. Now, they love to do these wild cards. The thing about it is, yes, where is Jack Perry? He could be the wild card. Hey, Charmaine.
Love that.
I was thinking that as well. It could be, or it could be a reveal, someone that we haven't seen yet, though. But if I had to pick out of everybody here, and Kevin Knight just got there, I would say maybe Ospreay. Because I think they want to have a babyface win it, at least for the men or the women. And I don't know if we have the women one, but I am looking at it on my screen. So it's Jamie.
Let me see if I can get you the women. Oh, is that it? Is that the women one?
It's
okay.
There we go.
Hold on, production. Hold on, production. Go back to the men's because the sheriff, she's a fantastic host, but she didn't ask Maddog, our opinion of it. She didn't ask.
I was gonna go over. You asked me who I think would win, and I was still in the middle of giving my answers.
But then you went to the women. Why can't we talk about the men?
You said, "Who do I think is gonna win?" And I'm like, "Well, there's
men.
two."
Let's talk about the men.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, I say Will Ospreay for the men, because I think a heel is gonna win the women's, but I guess we'll go back to that. But I think they want to have a babyface win for the men.
Right,
but what say y'all?
Yeah, there you go. What say you?
Right, so I guess it's my turn here. Right, so Will Ospreay's probably gonna win, or maybe it's gonna be Jack Perry, maybe coming back, like Sheriff said, maybe wild card. I don't know, maybe MJF.
He just said it was my show.
I don't know. I have no idea who they have as that wild card, but maybe it's somebody that that secretly they signed and they want back. I don't know. Maybe it's gonna be Christian Cage. I think he still has a contract lurking around. Well, that's right, he cashed it, but still, Christian Cage can come back. Maybe it's Chris Jericho for all I know. There you go.
Okay, all right. That's what I could. No, just a second. I gotta cut you off. I gotta cut you off. I am so tired of you and Chris Jericho. Like, I'm a big Chris Jericho fan also, but you, my God. Let it go. Let it go. All right.
On the wall.
Bro said the
your opinion of this. I said who's going to win. You just want to keep talking about the wild card like it's relevant. Ignore the wild card. Whoever's wild card is not. They're not winning. They're not winning. It's obvious who's going to win this. It's Will Ospreay. And I said it before they even announced who's even in the freaking thing. It's going to be Will Ospreay because he's the one that's going to be in the main event at AEW Fall In against Jon Moxley. Because Jon Moxley was always the player. Cactus Caitie, she said, "Hey, I'm in a different time zone. I can answer faster if I text." Good job, Cactus Caitie. So just us three tonight. Matt, you know what? Matt is like Charmaine. She always finds a way to get on the show. But anyway, so here's the bottom line. Will Ospreay, Will Ospreay, Hangman Adam Page are your final two competitors. Will Ospreay picks up the victory, goes on to Fall In to defeat Jon Moxley. I'm calling it now. That's the way it's going. That was the way it's been going since I think the end of last year. They've had this planned out. There you go. That is my prediction. I said that for weeks now, if not months. I want it on record. I want my flowers by you, by you, Sheriff, in August when I see you for SummerSlam. I want all my flowers, and I'm allergic to flowers, but I want them.
Hi, Jermaine. Hi, Lewis. John Monkey, what the best in the world? Who care about Chris Jericho? He just looks like John Monkey. What is with y'all calling him John Monkey?
Good job. That's his
name. He said, dude, I am coming to SummerSlam too. Yeah.
So am I, actually. I'm going to that. That's a big WWE show. This is AEW show, isn't it?
Fuck WWE, right? When SummerSlam rolls around, it's not about the WWE. It's about unpopular reviews.
You could tell that it hurt him to say that. Like, he physically was in pain saying that.
No,
yeah.
No, it did not. No, it did not.
That was you just
No, it did not. No, it did not. I'm not happy with WWE right now. I haven't been happy with WWE for some months, so that did not hurt me. Trust me when I say that. It's about UPR of all 17. You're about to have me clown AEW. Stop. You better stop while you're in, okay?
You were already doing that.
I could get worse. Okay?
Can you?
17 hosts of UPR, at least 12 of them will be in New York for SummerSlam. I'm looking forward to it. SummerSlam, if you're in New York area, New Jersey area, come to that town. Come see us. We're going to have a lot of fun time.
Oh, it's going to be a blast.
Listen, Steve still loves you. Go where you're appreciated, not tolerated.
What? I appreciate him. He helped me out on Saturday.
I was talking about
again,
WWE.
By the way.
I was talking about
WWE is a mess of their own, but so is AEW, Sheriff. AEW is a mess of their own too, it seems.
No, this whataboutism is not going to work.
Yeah, they're a mess.
Y'all are gonna hate it.
I'm wearing a T-shirt of theirs.
This show was good, and you know what? Even the
so why is everybody leaving them then?
They're admitting who's leaving? Who's leaving? Are you talking about
Rusev? Left. Black is going back to the E. Rusev, I have it in my notes here.
Did you just listen to the words you just said? Paige, Rusev, and Black.
Yeah.
Who gives a fuck?
I do.
about any of those three people. No, you don't.
I care.
You do not give a fuck about
big.
You do not give a fuck about Aleister Black. You do not give a fuck about Rusev.
Let's silly seasoning here for a second. Wait, whoa. Who cares? The House of Black made Brody King a star, made Julia Knight champion. Julia Hart champion.
Notice how you said nothing about Black.
Because of Aleister Black.
No, Aleister Black is not the reason that Julia Hart and Brody King is
Jamie Hayter, she flopped with the title, as you can see, and now look what
she did not flop with the title. She got injured.
See, this is what I'm talking about. Speaking of Jamie Hayter, she's a part of this tournament, right? Her, Billy Starks, Thunder Rosa, Chris Statlander, Julia Hart, Mercedes Moné, Holly Cameron, and Athena. Go ahead, Sheriff. Tell me who you think is winning.
I don't think she's winning. I mean, I think she's going to go to the end, but it's probably going to be. I would put Julia Hart there as the winner.
Maddog Kelly.
Who's this again? This is Thunder Rosa, Harley Cameron, Athena, Mercedes. This is interesting because Mercedes is in there. And you would think they would give it to Mercedes, and I think they are going to give it to Mercedes. Like EC said, they want the heel. I think the money match is Toni versus Mercedes.
100% Maddog is correct. I don't even know why anybody else. Tell me Mercedes Moné is going to win without telling me Mercedes Moné is going to win. Look at the names in here. Not one of these women are qualified to beat your CEO. Not one.
You know, I knew you were going to say that because here's the thing. Mercedes doesn't really lose, and I doubt she's going to lose now. Only thing I would say, though, is that I could see if she – listen – I could see them putting Athena over.
No, they put Holly Cameron in there so Athena could get over a little bit. No, and they can have their money match with Mercedes versus Athena. But make no mistake about it, Mercedes is winning, right?
Yes.
And she's going to face either Thunder Rosa or Jamie Hayter. Probably Jamie Hayter.
Yeah.
Just a second.
I see that.
This is probably the most delusional thing that's ever been written in this chat, which is ironic. Julia Hart is nothing but an entrance. Julia Hart is not popular because of her entrance. What even is this comment? Am I tripping?
Well, I see what you're saying. Hear me out. Take that comment down real quick. I see what you're saying. Hold up. I gotta wait. Okay. There. Oh no. Okay. Good job, Cactus. I'm gonna have her direct the collision show a few more times too. But
oh god,
I see and I hear what you're saying, Sheriff. Understand? I agree with you to a certain extent. But I also see why people say Julia Hart is just an interest, because without her interest, I don't think anybody will pay attention to anything else. I do see that.
If you said what about her entrance?
Her entrance is what really makes her.
Yes.
Her vignettes is what made her popular.
No,
her entrance sealed the deal.
The entrance. It was all.
And and Maddog was absolutely right. You know, Aleister Black is responsible for a lot of these people's success. He did hold titles. Bullshit. He did hold gold. He was the
well, it looks like it's me and you. I guess I gotta take over the show now. I don't know what's happening.
She's coming back. She's making a point.
What's happening anymore? Okay,
wait,
right.
No, that was an accident.
I didn't do anything. No
one's accusing you, bro. See, now you look guilty because you did this.
I've had my hands up the whole time. Anyway,
hands up, don't shoot. We get it.
Yeah, exactly.
Without the interest, Julia Hart is boiled chicken.
Piano, man. Oh my gosh.
She got a lot better, yeah. I think that was her weakness.
Just a second. The Owen Hart Cup for the women's is crazy stacked if you take Mercedes Moné out of it. Because even though they're talented women, I'm not taking anything away from them. They are talented women. At the end of the day, Sasha Banks is tiers above all the rest of them. Tears.
I think it's time that we move to the. I think it's time that we move to the next
above the rest of them. I use the word tears above because if she cries, it's going to feel like they're being rained on. 100%. That's how good Mercedes Moné is in the ring. At the end, I don't know what Cactus has practiced backstage, but it's crazy. Okay, at the end of the Owen Hart tournament, you will be saying hello to your new number one contender for the world championship. And at the end of that match with Toni Storm, your new AEW world champion, Mercedes Moné.
CEO. With the CEO. CEO. Yeah,
she's
doing it. She's doing
it.
I'm
not mad at it, but I am trying to. I can't lie to you. I'm trying to see Athena beat her. That's just me.
I think Athena might take the belt off of her for the TBS title.
If Will Ospreay doesn't win the men's, I think Athena would win.
I think you should go ahead and buy WWE 2K25 and download some creative content of Mercedes Moné and Athena, and then you can see Athena beat Sasha Banks. I agree, Steve. Aleister Black is not responsible for anything successful in AEW. I'm sorry. 5 belts, Monet. Stephanie is better than Mercedes.
Are we talking about Stephanie Bucker? Are we talking about
Stephanie Bucker? Yes, and that's the bait.
She's a double champion now, right?
No, she just gave up the one of the championships.
Okay.
All right, let's move on because
what happened?
Because I say we should probably
actually
because we do have.
We should go to commercial break and then we should come back. That's what we should do.
Okay,
yeah.
guys.
So Cactus, after Sheriff closes us out.
I
was like,
oh shit,
is he really?
What? Move. Don't you eat my food. Move, guys. Move. Get your ass upstairs.
What is going on?
Okay. My dog.
The dog speaks English? What? What you got Pluto? You got Goofy over there? What's some other talking dogs over there? He said move, and the dog talked back like, fuck out of here. Let me get a bite.
Was I the only one that heard the dog say run them pockets?
Oh my God, Jey Uso totally let his brother down. Last week I asked you a question.
What is wrong with you?
He's a horrible brother.
I'm asking you a simple. I
swear to God.
Question. What is wrong with you? Why do you say such off the wall, off the chain thing?
Hold on, talk about. I agree with Steven.
Thank you.
He is a horrible twin. He let his brother get the shit beat out of him.
Thank you.
You not see the man zip tie?
Man, look, everybody knows if you hold on, guess what? Everybody knows if you want to pop zip ties, you roll them joints over, then you go under and then pow.
Everybody knows that. Hello.
No, it's a known fact.
I'm sorry. For those of people who have not been arrested, how are we going to know that? How are we going to know that?
Bro, hey, you guys need to live an exciting life like I lived to know that. Then how about that?
Willie, everybody knows this, right? Ask your dog. Go ahead.
No, hey, come here, Louis. You know that?
MDB, bro, not the Tia Mowry shade. Like, why do you have the worst takes, bro? What the fuck? Anyways, so the next thing on the show is Toni Storm versus Penelope Ford. So Toni Storm is our AEW Women's World Champion. She's timeless. But she is supposed to be facing I think Megan Bain pretty soon. But she was in a match just for the show and she beat Penelope Ford. Do we have any comment on this match?
Nah, it went exactly how it should.
Yeah, I think this was just for Toni to be on the show. To be honest. The real showdown is going to be when she faces Megan Bain. They did a stare down too, so she was excited.
I was thinking the same thing, but I was going to let her
I was
cook.
thinking the same thing too. I was going to say something.
I got distracted. I got distracted by like
the weird.
I got distracted by the Maui twins shade. I was like, wait, what?
Normally we comment on a commercial. We say, "Hey, you can watch this show at particular time."
Yeah, I was gonna do it, but nobody gave me the cue.
No, in the commercial, did you not see that?
With all her soul, she was holding on to that. She said,
"I was gonna do it, but no one gave me the cue to do it."
I thought someone else fuck that dog too. I was talking about MVP in this Maui commercial.
Yeah, that was a great.
And I'm like, wait, what did that say about Tira Maui? That was the only thing. Better than Tony Khan's booking. Tony Khan's booking makes $170 million. When your takes do that, let me know.
Actually,
you know what? This was a good take. Fair
enough. Our very own Steven pointed out that Tony Khan is not a billionaire. I did not know this. His father's a billionaire. I did not know this.
I didn't say anything about being a billionaire.
No. Steve said his father is the billionaire.
Oh, sorry.
When
if
I
Steve
googled
said
it,
must not be true.
when I googled it, it said the father is the billionaire, not Tony Khan.
Do you know what it means to be a billionaire?
I don't know. I'm not
Tony
a
Khan is
billionaire.
It means that you have billions in assets. Tony Khan has billions in assets.
But Google says
Tony Khan has a net worth of
billionaire.
around $1.5 billion.
Is that
But
family, or is
Google
that
says that, but Steve said that it wasn't true, so therefore it's not true.
No, Google. I googled it.
No one's allowed to embarrass this.
$1.5 billion.
No, exactly. Especially not the one with my namesake. It has an E. Hers has an E in it, but garnered pressures on X this week. You called it X, bro? The cringe. It's Twitter. We're not doing that.
Tomato, right?
I want to see Megan and Tony.
So do I. I think it's gonna be a great match. Honestly, I said that on Saturday. It's gonna be a great match. Hopefully,
I am the Megasis, and this is my kingdom now.
If you
anyway. She ain't winning. She ain't winning Sunday. There's no way in hell she's winning. No way in hell she's winning. No.
You almost sounded disgusting when he said that,
man. Mercedes and Tony all the way.
Anyways, so on to, I guess, the next segment. So I don't know if you watched AEW. I think this was last week, but MJF basically said that he wants to go after the world title, but because the Death Riders kind of have the strength with numbers, even though he likes to be a lone wolf, he is going to need some backup. He's going to need some people on his side, and he thinks maybe the Hurt Syndicate, maybe they could be that. So they had a little backstage segment here where they spoke about the possibilities of what they could do together. Any takes from you guys?
Yeah, I guess I'll go first and then you see. I enjoyed the segment for what it was. Kind of tired seeing MJF all the time. I think he needs to kind of just, maybe fade away, and then maybe they can add a little more Chris Jericho to the show. Maybe that'd be great. That's
it. You forfeited your time of talking. Okay, when you start talking about Chris Jericho again,
hey, man, I love him
again. I heard hurt people hurt people.
Yes.
That's what I heard. It was okay. It was entertaining. MJF talks too long to me. I think he's really good on the mic, but he talks too long. I'm interested to see where the segment's going. Big Bill, shout out to him. I know you haven't talked about how he came out for his match yet. I think he's
it's next, so you can bring it up.
Yeah, he got himself in a very good shape, so I want to give him credit for that. But I mean, it was a decent segment. It wasn't the best, but it wasn't bad. So
I agree. Yeah,
it should be.
That's true about Big Bill, because he not that he was not in shape, but he wasn't cut and toned the way he is now. So.
Right. Yeah. Right, absolutely. And now he is, thanks to Chris Jericho. So there you go.
So yeah. Well, you know what? Maybe. So Big Bill, Brian Keith, they just they squashed a couple people.
Bounty Hunter Brian Keith, by the way, for the record. Also part of Jericho's Learning Tree faction.
It was like XL Adam Copeland. That's actually.
Oh,
I see it though.
I do see it. I do see the resemblance too. Yeah.
We got another tag match. So Will Ospreay, Kevin Knight versus Blake Christian and Lee Johnson.
Oh my God, who are these people? Even Steve was like, who are these people? And I'm like, I don't even know. I'm like, New Japan, I think.
Bro, he took his rib and he made Brian Keith.
He was selling that, man. He was selling that rib injury he has right now.
What else you got?
Yeah, I'm just going through the thing. Oh, okay, so this tag match, you can tell that when Lee Johnson is on the other side, he's probably losing. So, of course, Knight and Ospreay won. I was glad to see Kevin Knight get the win because they just signed him and they made him seem like a pretty big deal. I wasn't super familiar with him, but he seemed pretty good in this match. I haven't seen him really talk either, so I'm interested to see what the hype is about with this guy. And yeah, I think he did well in his first win. Then again, he was teaming with Ospreay, so it's kind of hard to do bad. But those two will be competitors because both of them are in the Owen Hart tournament. So I guess we'll see what happens. Literally spawned from his loins. I think I've seen Kevin Knight in TNA.
He was in TNA and New Japan before, correct? Yes. And Blake Christensen too was also in TNA, I believe, as well. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember Blake Christian too. I actually like Blake Christian. I wonder what they got planned for him. Besides this loss today. But anyways, what say you guys?
Like this match, Will Ospreay selling that rib injury really well. Good for him, I guess, for working through it, because I know he got hurt, I think, in that steel cage match. Yeah, it was steel cage match. I read earlier today that he got hurt in it. So yeah, he's working through it. I'm glad for that. And yeah, I don't know who the other guys are. Who's Lee Johnson and who's the other? I don't even know the people. So yeah, great job, Tony Khan. Okay, yes, the EC's turn.
I want to address this comment right here because I was thinking the same thing. Lashley clown is fool. Big Bish was on the mic and Lashley said, "Let's fucking get out of here." Because after Big Bill issues the challenge, you could tell MVP was supposed to accept it, and Lashley just put the mic down and said, "Let's just go." All right, thumbs up. that's all. Yeah, like thumbs up. Like you got it, kid. It's so funny. Bobby Lashley's ego has gotten out of control, and can we get this? Look at my beautiful face. Can we get this comment on Cactus? Cactus like, I don't want to see you, Chris. She playing me now. All right, I see you, Cactus. Okay, all right. Big Bobby Lashley. Big Bobby Lashley been in the company, right? Sheriff, you know who his first feud was in AEW?
It was Swerve, wasn't it?
Yeah, how did that go?
Good.
Really? Why do you think that?
Because he's like they're. I don't know. I don't understand what the question is supposed to be.
Who won the match?
Lashley.
Yeah. Do you know they were supposed to have a rematch?
I did know that. Yes. I don't know I don't remember what happened, but I do remember that there was a story of why it didn't. It was Lashley didn't want to lose, right? Was that what happened?
Yes. That's behind the scenes. Lashley was supposed to take the L the second time. He swears supposed to get his win back.
Yeah, I was like, wait, what is this? I was like, wait, what's happening?
Lashley walked into Tony Khan's office and said, "What was this slipped under my locker room? This don't work for me, brother. This ain't gonna work for me, kid." So they said, "Swerve, I'm sorry. We're gonna have to give you Ricochet instead." That's how the Ricochet shit started. That's really how the Ricochet shit started.
Lashley looks like he. Oh, sorry.
Is that really how it went down?
As he should. Listen, I actually like the Hurt Syndicate's run. I think that they're legit. I especially like MVP. I think that he is a great example of what a manager should be. He adds legitimacy to his talent. And yeah, I don't. Well, first of all, he should have beaten Swerve. I don't know that he needed to. I don't know that they needed to 50-50 book it. I don't know that he needed to get a win back. But I do think maybe there should be a follow up at some point. But isn't believable. So good for Lashley. I don't know about that because Swerve is a former champion. Even though I would, I think more people. He's a former world champion in the company. But I think more people would see Lashley as a top guy than Swerve, to be honest.
There's nobody in the company that should be able to beat Lashley. Not one.
Nope. I agree with EC. Absolutely. No one should destroy Lashley. No. Lashley should destroy everybody else.
That's why
if it was John
Kenny Omega could beat Lashley.
No. You've lost your mind. You've gone crazy. You said earlier that this was the most ridiculous comment you've ever seen. That's the most ridiculous comment ever. You think
Kenny Omega beat Lashley? Why can't Kenny Omega? What's wrong with that?
Have you seen that guy?
Have you seen Bobby Lashley?
What are you talking about? Have you seen them? You don't think Kenny Omega could beat Lashley? What are we talking about?
Not a chance.
Not a million years. No.
Not a chance.
Not a million years. Absolutely not. Never.
That is the day that AEW reaches companies in. If Kenny
Omega is like one of their biggest stars. What are we talking about?
It don't matter that's the biggest stars. That's Bobby freaking Lashley. You're not going to right. Bobby freaking Lashley who's the Kenny freaking Omega?
Yeah.
That's right. And I didn't even do that. That wasn't even me. I think Cactus did that. I think even Cactus thought you was crazy.
It wasn't me. But
there's nothing crazy about what I just said.
Yes, there is.
Kenny Omega could very
crazy.
What are you
Yes.
talking about?
Fantasyland here, sure. Fantasyland you're living
What's
in.
fantasy about that? Like,
What?
I don't
Fantasy
know.
Bobby Lashley has muscles in places most people don't have places.
Dude, wait, hold on a second.
What
Hold on a
said?
second.
Absolutely.
This is going to be breaking news to you guys, apparently, but wrestling is fake. Why are you telling me about muscles? What are we talking about?
Hold on. When did wrestling become fake?
Today, right now, for this conversation. It's fake. So like Kenny Omega is one of the biggest stars.
If that's the case, you are absolutely right, and Kenny Omega can be Bobby Lashley. It has to be fake. Because there's no way in hell somebody's telling me that Kenny Omega's beating Bobby Lashley.
Okay.
Cactus is having a great time back there. Right now, she's playing Christian Cage's music. I don't know what they want.
I like that guy.
Kenny Omega is a legitimate star. And in terms of booking and stature, it makes sense for him to beat Lashley.
Absolutely not. No.
Or vice versa. I don't understand your point.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
I agree, Steven. I agree. She has lost her damn mind. Yeah. Over Bobby freaking Lashley.
That is
Bobby freaking Lashley. I mean, damn, the guy was WWE champion. One of the best.
So what? What the fuck does that have to do with anything?
Everything. Look how the guy's he's jacked, he's ripped, he could tear anybody on the roster.
I don't care about your fetish. I'm talking about wrestling.
Like a clown.
I don't care about your fetish. I'm talking about
wrestling. I'm wearing a John Monkey t-shirt.
Is this bro, this is, you know what? This is All Elite Women and Friends. Look at my girlfriend over here, Maddog Kelly. She
hold on, it's all
my goodness,
woman.
The muscles on Bobby Lashley. Exactly.
All Elite Woman and Friends.
Yeah, so cute. So cute. He's so jacked and muscular. It's like, I just love it. Thank you, Maddog. Great take.
Always.
Please grab some stickers. This is chaos. What else happened on AEW Dynamite?
Anyways, I guess we can move on. Speaking of big beefy meat, you're gonna love this, Maddog. This is gonna satisfy your fetish. We got Brody King and Lance Archer.
Hold on. Where's that toilet flush? Come on, Cap. Come on, Sheriff. You know damn well. Come on, Sheriff.
What? What are you talking about?
Be honest.
About what?
Be honest. You had to go to the bathroom during this match.
I agree. No. This was the bathroom break. I do agree with EC. Absolutely.
I didn't personally have to go to the bathroom. No, if that's what you're asking.
The only reason why Brody King's relevant is because of Aleister freaking Black. Again. Thank you, Aleister, but not thank you, Aleister. That doesn't
make any sense. Aleister Black isn't even relevant. How is he more I don't understand your point.
He Brody King into whatever the hell Brody King is now on the card. I don't even know what they're doing with them.
See, when Cactus Caitie is off the show, y'all just run wild with the bullshit takes. What are we talking about?
What are you talking about? First of all, I can pronounce names. All right, that's one. All right. Second of all,
don't you diss my co-host pronunciation.
Second of all, I haven't yawned one time. Okay.
Yeah, and it's a shame. Okay.
Three. I'm looking directly at you, not up in the sky in the heavens, wishing I didn't watch.
I don't know what you're looking at. You're wearing shades. Hi. Yeah, it's certainly my show now. I'm not doing this, by the way.
I know Cactus Caitie. I'm about to send her to the technician, David Sanderson.
I agree with that. No one cares about Brody King.
What she was doing. I was like, why did we switch to the Rated R Raw Review studio? And that's because she wanted to find that clip. Good job, you Cactus Caitie. But you are absolutely right. No one cared about Brody King and Lance Archer. And I agree with his comment right here. When was the last time Lance Archer won? He actually is like, he has the same record as Willow Nightingale for the most part. I've never seen this man win. This man must be WWE 2K. Malachi Black got vignettes on WWE. He's very relevant right now.
Yes, he is
right now.
That's how it felt. We all got snapped.
No one cares.
Yeah, we did.
Okay, listen. This match was boring. Listen,
Yes,
I'm going to be honest with you.
boys.
You guys
honest.
lost your
How can
privileges. You guys lost your privileges to say anything because you shit on every single part of the show, which has actually been a good show. If you're asking me if I give a fuck about Brody King, obviously not, right?
Thank
but,
you.
But there was
And
nothing
who's
wrong. There was
responsible
nothing
for
wrong.
Brody? It's
Nothing wrong with this
Malachi
match.
Black or Alistair Black now, I guess, whatever the hell they want to call him.
See, you don't even know his name. You don't give a fuck about him.
Yeah, because
Look
he
at you.
changes it because he
You
went
need
to
to
the bigger
Sheriff.
company, Sheriff.
Okay, right now, go and get your
You
Malachi
need to be
Black
on the
t-shirt
Rated
right
R
now.
review show. The Rated R Raw review show with that potty mouth of yours.
Wait, what about it?
You need to be on the Rated R Raw review show with that potty
No,
mouth.
I'm not watching WWE. You know I don't watch WWE. You know I don't watch the E. Why would I be on a show
it's
reviewing
Right.
right now? John Cena.
I feel like I'm getting cyberbullied right now. Okay. Hold up. I want to care about Brody Key, but they book him like an idiot.
Yes,
Sheriff
yes, they
comes
do.
Back unhinged. Sheriff is coping so hard. Speaking of cope, tell me what we're about to talk about now.
What a mess that was.
You know, whenever Cactus Caitie is not on the show, bro, y'all be playing games, dude.
I'm not playing any games. I'm being 100% truthful about everything, okay? The Harley Cameron segment was amazing, okay? Give me more of the puppet.
Hold up. Steve wants to know. Big Daddy Cool wants to know, where's his shirt?
Yes, sir. Yeah, because you care about Malachi Black. Where's your Malachi Black shirt?
Okay. Malik, I don't have any, but I know I will buy an Alistair Black t-shirt after he premieres the Saturday on the Friday after WrestleMania. How about that? I'll double you up one. I'll get the new Alistair Black t-shirt and I'll wear it on this show. How about that?
I'm gonna
You're
hold
gonna
you
get
to
mad
that.
at me, Sheriff. So there you go.
I'm gonna hold you to that. So,
okay.
All right, so we all agree that Brody King and Lance Archer was a boring match. What's next?
I agree.
Anyways, we actually have the main event in this. So
in that case, it's time for the segment, right?
This
run a commercial, run his intro. Yeah, let's do this, Cactus Caitie.
Or not. That's cool too.
I mean, God.
Hi guys, what's up?
Like I don't know, we're just waiting around.
So
let's just
Allison's already gonna leave WWE again.
I do not think so. No.
I can see that simply because of the fact that as much as I joke about it, WWE is bringing too many of these mofos back in an already overcrowded roster. They already have half their roster not be able to appear on WrestleMania that should appear on WrestleMania.
That's a great point, but Maddog Kelly is not done pretending like he gives a fuck about Aleister Black. When he's done pretending like he gives a fuck, then he will acknowledge that this doesn't matter. No one gives a fuck.
This does matter.
He's
married. He's married to Selena Vega. This matters.
Can we run a commercial, please? Can we run a commercial, please? I feel like a performer is asking for backup singers.
Smith has decided to restart the match.
Was that a cover of Bye Bye Bye?
Yes, it was.
I don't know what that was, but we're going to do this the right way. Cactus, I love her to death. I don't know what's going on. She's probably getting tired.
Well, when we come back, she's on a delay.
When we come back, we're going to talk some news with Maddog Kelly. Stay with us. You're watching Unpopular Review.
No.
We skip the main event. Are we going?
No, we didn't. But I think that he's meant to play a commercial. But I think
I did. But that's fine. Let's go ahead and play the intro. Where is it at? Let's go.
Yeah, let's.
Hey guys, what's up? Hi.
Oh shit! We're on screen. Why are we looking?
Okay.
Do we have a news? Do we have a news there? Okay, no.
I'm gone now.
Nah, there's only one chief. It's tribal chief. Don't do that.
She said too many.
Where am I? What happened to me?
Ain't nobody chief for you.
Okay. All right. I'm sorry. I'm trying to focus, but
Cactus is pressing.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
To be honest,
Okay.
whenever we come
All
from
right.
like into the news, it always does that. I don't know why.
Anyway,
Do this. Just highlight him. Just highlight him. We'll be behind him.
Okay. Here's what I have. PWN claims. Okay. Where am I? What's
Welcome to the
going on?
news.
There I am. Hi, me. Okay, right. PWN claims that Tongaloa is expected to return in June. So that's what we got there. We got Karrion Kross's contract with WWE might be up. Sources say this summer, and some are impressed with his ability to gain popularity on social media and TV time he's gotten, and he's also going to be, I think, and I think GCW weekend of WrestleMania, by the way. So keep an eye on that. ES Scoops claims that the AEW average stream viewership, it's like the stream, on Max, is around 500,000 for the Dynamite. So that's pretty interesting there. This one actually brings up Sheriff's point about Rusev coming back to WWE, which I care about a lot, by the way. Sheriff, once again. PW Insider indicates that Rusev has officially re-signed with WWE. I'm so happy for this. And it turns out he was visiting the headquarters on Friday, and Lana was not with him. By the way, there's a rumor going around that Lana's dating Damian Priest. I don't know if it's true or not, but that's the big rumor. Anyway, and what I have last is our CEO. Everyone do it with me. I want to be by myself. I want EC and sure dudes with CEO. Mercedes Monet. I'm still by myself. That's fine. I'm just going to go with this here. Okay, there's I don't know what's happening, but I'm just gonna run with this here. Mercedes Moné to defend her women's strong title at the New Japan Resurgence. Our CEO is set to defend her title on May the 9th. They announced this match yesterday, so I'm very excited to see the CEO at 6 a.m, by the way, because that's when they run those New Japan pay-per-views. So yeah. That's all I got. Where is everybody?
Yo, EC, stop laughing, bro.
So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, because this is Rated E for everyone. This is Unpopular Review. Please like, subscribe, and follow us on all social media platforms, especially because on Tuesday nights, we goes down. It is NXT Review, NXT Trio, the best show in all of Popular Review Wrestling. Please join us each and every night after NXT goes off between 8 to 10, and we will be right there cracking jokes, making things, and saying stuff the right way, the fan way, because how else are you going to enjoy wrestling without being a fan?
On Tuesday nights, there's no other way to enjoy your after watching all that wrestling than watch more people talk about wrestling, have our fun, have our tangents, be petty as hell about any and everything, and y'all love it. So give us a watch, subscribe, and comment, like everything that we do. Give us your input, and maybe we'll put it on the air.
Absolutely.
Come on, guys. It's Tuesday night. You're hanging out with the trio. We're talking about the stuff that happened on NXT. We're talking about Obafemi breaking people down. We're talking about the lovely JC Jane and how fantastic he is. And we're talking about Vic Joseph and how he's getting on my nerve and irritating me. But Tuesday nights, around 10-ish, catch us here, join us, and it's a good time. Peace.
That was a really wholesome, commercial and song.
Okay.
So let's talk about the main event.
Finally.
Adam Copeland or Cope. It depends if you're coping or not. Versus Claudio Castagnoli. So this is a continuation of.
Once again, who?
Who what?
Who? I mean, I know the first guy. The first guy's Edge, but who's the second guy?
You're talking about Claudio Castagnoli?
You mean Cesaro from WWE? I know that guy.
You got the whole squad laughing, bro. Well done. That was a great one. Wow.
Thank you, sir.
I thought I came back.
That one during the commercial save. Not gonna lie.
Came back as Kevin Hart, man. That was a great one. Let me.
Yeah. Okay.
That's so true. She was like, that was a nice, wholesome commercial with good music. But the Rated R one, she was like, so anyway.
Listen, but that commercial didn't have no this is the sister. It was easy to focus.
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my god. Hold up. So it was Cope versus who he faced? He fought Antonio Cesaro. Now,
thank you.
One thing that I learned from Z is that people like visuals, right? So I'm gonna give y'all a visual. I have a visual of Edge in this match, right? So he comes out, right, and he's facing Antonio Cesaro, and he did a fantastic job. He did a fantastic job. But somebody who looks like, actually, I picked this picture, and the more I look at it, the more I think he's actually. Okay, that was Cactus. Okay, that was Cactus. But the more I look at this picture, I don't think that was Edge. I think it's more Jay White. But
I agree. Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely more Jay White. Yeah, he looks more like an older Jay
White. Oh,
I
see it actually.
Yeah. Sorry, Sheriff. But he looks like Jay White.
I thought you were saying Jay White is old. I was like, huh?
No, he just looks like Jay White. I was trying to find something for Edge though, but
really can't. Really can't.
So actually, this was a continuation of the storyline between the Death Riders and Adam Copeland, Edge, whatever edges you, whatever tickles your fancy.
And Cesaro, don't forget.
Antonio Cesaro. Well, actually, WWE doesn't even call him Antonio anymore. Cesaro. I was surprised that we didn't get FTR involved in this. Like we didn't get to see them come out because he is going to be teaming with them to get the trios titles, but I guess we'll see. And then early in the show, I didn't mention it because I didn't take notes to remember this stuff, but I do remember it from my mind. But after the first match, after Moxley did what he did to Willow Nightingale, she has a history of neck issues. So Swerve was not happy about that, and so he vowed to get vengeance on Moxley, not tomorrow, not next week, but tonight. So he actually did get his hands on Jon Moxley again later in the show. But that was after this match. So what say you guys on? So you can't say I don't ask you your opinions. What's your thoughts on this?
Go ahead, Maddog.
Thank you. First of all, what the hell was Edge or Cope or Capo wearing? Okay, what the hell was that? What was that? You guys have to agree with me here. What the hell
was wearing green so his wife can identify his body?
Yeah.
Was it not? Was he not as attractive as Bobby Lashley?
What was that? It's like, Kyle Fletcher a couple weeks ago on Dynamite was, lashing the Michael Jackson outfit. Ridiculous. But no, the match was okay for what it was. I can't believe Cope went as long, or Cop Out went as long as he did. Honestly, Cesaro had to sell everything because that's what the Death Riders do. They just sell everything. And I can't believe Cope got the win. Yeah. Okay. EC Star.
Oh, he don't take L's, so I knew he was going to win.
There was no way. Actually, I got a 20 here.
He did lose. He lost
to Jon Moxley, and he has to have shenanigans behind it because they weren't going to have Jon Moxley lose. Jon Moxley is their bread and butter, but
I think Moxley choked him out twice.
Yes, he did.
Yeah,
it was there was interference, but there's interference in every Moxley match these days.
Yes, because that's how good he is. He King Monkey over there. Where the shirt?
He's using the Roman Reigns playbook.
Actually, he never.
Well, I mean, he's supposed to be in the E. He's not in the E. That kind of sucks because he could have invented WrestleMania, but you know.
John Moxley?
Yes, ma'am.
You think he could?
Why do you want to go to WrestleMania? He can go Double or Nothing.
I mean, I'd rather see the Shield than CM Punk. But here we are.
Adam barely loses. That's right. And if he loses,
I see what you're saying, Maddog. You're talking about the triple threat.
Yep.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Actually.
Yep. Should be Moxley. It's not. 5 years AEW. Can't believe it. Unbelievable. Still like him though. But here we are.
How dare he not go back to the E? He's betrayed us all. Yeah.
Yes, he has. But on the bright side, at least he get to wear an AEW t-shirt of his. So there we go.
The E won't listen. He wants to bleed. The E won't let him bleed all over Mania. Okay. Adam barely loses. This is true.
You want to see good blood? You watch. You look at Jimmy Uso with Gunther this past Monday.
That's true.
Wait, I have a quick question. Is Jey Uso not main eventing?
I don't even know. I don't think so. I think he's opening now.
Yeah, he's opening.
Didn't he win the Rumble?
Yeah, but it's out the window now. Apparently,
I guess when CM Punk comes back, you got to move out the way. Isn't that perfect?
Sounds about right.
Why are we looking at a green track?
Somebody put that up because of Edge's outfit.
That makes sense. He was a green traffic cone tonight. Absolutely.
Are you talking about CM Punk? Oh, okay.
No. Yeah.
Are you saying that it doesn't count because it's the first night? Whatever. If Jay is main eventing, you don't watch the show. I didn't say that I cared. Why do you care? Wait, why do you care if I care if he main events? And also, why actually, never mind. I'm not going to go there. Anyways, that was the end of the show, unless you guys have more to say.
No, I thought it was fine.
John Monk,
grades. Yeah, what grades do you give the show?
I guess a B for me.
I give it a B minus. There you go.
It would have got an A almost, but unfortunately, Brody King and the other guy, Lance Archer, had a match.
Oh yeah, I remember.
I was gonna say B plus, and I was gonna make the same point.
He loses a lot. That guy.
Oh my God! Did you see that? Oh, did you see that, Sheriff? Tell me you saw that.
It's all good.
Tell me so.
Wait, so
Adam Copeland, he came out and they were trying to sing his music, right?
Yep.
But they sucked so bad. Like they were awful in singing it that he stopped them. He started clapping. Like that was a good try.
They had it right. It's just I don't think that they were like in tune. I've never heard that. Usually when a crowd is singing a song, because it's so much of them, it will sound like it's in tune. But they didn't sound like all of them sound tone deaf.
Have you ever been to Peoria?
Puerto Rico?
No, Peoria, where they were tonight.
Oh no.
Where's P-Dog? Where's Peoria?
Peoria is a city in Illinois that has about 110,000 people, and apparently talent and education also doesn't go to Peoria. So it doesn't surprise me that you've never been.
Oh, okay. I'm glad I've never been there, but okay.
Why are we dissing a random town in Illinois?
Why
AEW goes to random towns every single week.
Yeah, they're giving back.
Yeah.
They're giving back to people who never get any entertainment in their small towns.
I don't know about that. I mean, look,
not everybody lives in a big city.
I heard how is she backstage and still doing the her Cactus is funny. Hold on. I gotta get my last joke out, right? So Shelton Benjamin realized where Peoria was and said, I have travel issues, Tony. I ain't gonna make it. All right, go ahead. Something for everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, Monday Night Raw, Rated R Raw review is on Mondays. Oh, this is entertainment. Okay. I saw the red and thought we did wrestling first, but that's cool. No, we'll go. Okay, all right. Mike Knox show each and every single Monday. Show for the wrestling, intelligent wrestling fans are actually taking 2 weeks off. I believe 2 weeks off starting this Monday. Rated R Raw review immediately after Raw with Steven Willie Beam and Big Daddy Cool Diesel. Not Big Daddy Cool Diesel. Big Daddy Cool Steven, as well as the executive consultant NXT trio with Freckle Sensei, Wrestling Doll, and Bad Guy Jack. All elite women share Cactus Caitie with friends. Was Cap going to be on top 7? I don't know. SmackDown Penitentiary on Saturdays at noon with Vic as well as Dice. And then the AEW Collision Show Saturday nights with Matt, Maddog, Kelly, and Dice. Top 5 and predictions on Thursday. Predictions coming up this Thursday. Something for everyone. We got Unpopular Review Entertainment. We have Daredevil review show with the Trio of Destiny. See the Superior, Bad Guy Jack, and the Mark Victor Rodriguez. That is tomorrow. On Thursday, you have Millie Blaze, the husband and wife show with Mrs. Knox as well as Mike Knox. Federation Tuesdays on Tuesday with James, the next doctor and exec consultant. The Challenge Review with Captain Shay Sawyer and Mike Knox. That's on Wednesdays at whatever time I can't remember right now, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. It's one of those times. And of course, Wolfpack Thursdays with Freckle Sensei, the Mark Victor Rodriguez, and Mike Knox. This Thursday, they're going to review Blade. Yes, I know. I'm about to get all so you can go to sleep. They're about to review Blade. Next Tuesday, we review none other than The Abyss.
Okay. So, never, ever, ever say, I don't come to work, okay? Clearly, I showed up. Actually, Maddog showed up as Kevin Hart. EC showed up as, and then I showed up as, your resident, whatever. Okay. That's me showing up as Cactus Caitie. Thank you guys for joining. That's not a stray. She's tired. We want to go to sleep. What? Bye, guys. Wave off.